Alright you guys, welcome back to our channel. It's Lady and I'm back with another video. Alright, so in today's video I'm actually going to be talking about, drumroll please, the things that they do not tell you before you have kids. And I know a lot of y'all can relate to this. Don't be acting like you can't. Part 1! This is the first thing that they do not tell you. They don't tell you that kids have no filter. And I don't care if they're like 1, I don't care if they're like 6, they're like 4, whatever. They have no filter out their mouth. And a lot of people mistake that with, oh, they're disrespectful and they're rude. With no, kids, their emotions are all over the place. So they have no filter. They will say, hey mom, you're fat. Hey dad, you have a double neck. Hey, they have no filter. Kids have no filter, and we've learned that the hard way. Another thing that they don't tell you, you will not get any sleep no matter what age your kid is. My oldest kid is 8, so I don't know beyond that point, but I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that you're not gonna get any sleep because they're constantly doing things. They're constantly being loud. You have to constantly check on them. And honestly, it's not such a bad thing, but like your brain is always on fight or flight mode. So I feel like even if my kid is 18, I still will worry about like, oh my God, what is he doing? Is he okay? Is he getting in trouble? Who is he with? Who's she with? And things like that. So keep in mind before you have kids that you are probably not gonna get sleep like at all, especially during the newborn stage to like 10-ish, I'm gonna say, because you gotta deal with them waking up, them wanting water, them arguing before they go to bed. You have to go to work, everybody has to go to school, you gotta either get up at a certain time, so nobody's really getting any full nights of rest like they should. Another thing that they don't tell you is after you have about 2 kids, yeah honey, nobody wants to watch your kids, especially all at one time. Like after 2 kids, that becomes like too much for them to handle. Imagine somebody having to deal with 5 children all at one time and they are not used to it. And if you, it depends on who's watching them. If you're having somebody else who has kids watch your kids, they're having your kids on top of their kids, and I have 5 kids. So that's like, and I know a lot of people who have at least 2 or 3 kids. That's a lot of kids to be trying to look after. So if they're telling you, you know, hey, I'm gonna, you know, help you after the baby and this and this and this and this. Some people will, and I'm not knocking everybody. Some people will, but some people won't. It's very hard to find a babysitter. Like, I literally think that a lot of people can only handle 1 or 2 kids, like that I've noticed. Like I said, I'm not speaking for everybody, but I've noticed that people can only handle about 2 kids. So I have 5, so I never get a babysitter. Nobody ever wants to watch my kids because I got a lot of them. Another thing that they do not tell you guys, you will pretty much live a lot of your days in a brain fog. I don't know if it's because after you give birth, they take all the nutrients and stuff like that. I don't know what it is exactly, but one is the worst. This is my 5th kid and I cannot remember anything. I'm clumsy, I can't remember anything. I tip over, I run into walls. I don't know exactly what that has to do with, but yeah, you live in a brain frog. You live in a brain frog, guys, ribbit, but nah. You live in a brain fog for half of their life, seriously. Another thing they don't tell you is this is a 24/7 job, except you don't get paid. Yes, you get rewards, like, you know, they make you happy and you just can't live without them. And I love being a parent. This video is not bashing my kids at all. This is not like, oh, I wish I could go back in time and not have them. No, this is, by all means, this video is not for that purpose. It is simply stating, everybody makes it seem like it's one way to have kids or to not have kids. But I'm letting you know now that I have 5 kids. This is the stuff that they don't and will not tell you before you have them. So yeah, be prepared to be a house slave without getting paid. A lot of people, me for example, God bless you, sir. I feel down sometimes because I don't get recognition that I think that I deserve. I feel like I need a freaking trophy. I feel like I need a damn crown. I feel like I'm like 100% like the shit. I feel like I'm like the best that's out there because, and I feel like a lot of moms think that. We literally do everything. We cook, clean, everything. So before you have kids, I just want to let you know, if you're not mentally prepared, like, hey, you're not getting no sleep, you're gonna literally be on mom mode 24/7, even when they go to sleep, even when you step out that door because you're having a date night, you still worry about your kids. You're still checking up on them, calling, texting, whatever you're doing. It's very hard, it's very difficult, but I love it. It's rewarding. And another thing they don't tell you is your emotions and your hormones will honestly probably never be the same like they were before you had kids. Your hormones are never gonna go back to its natural state. It's been altered already. I find myself really, honestly, truthfully, randomly crying or getting really angry and stuff like that. Like, it's hard for me to keep my emotions intact because my hormones are always up and down. Like, you know, 1 minute you know, you're so happy, and a lot of people call that bipolar, but honestly, I don't think it's that. I think they just label it as bipolar because you say, oh, you know, I'm up and down, and they label it as anxiety. No, I really think that it's a hormone issue that a lot of people don't address. The thing they don't tell you is say goodbye to your old friends, especially the friends that don't have any kids, because they don't understand, you know, I can't do this. I can't go out whenever I want to. I can't stay up all hours of the night, or I can't just leave and have no care in the world, and you know what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of people and a lot of old friends, they're like, oh my God, I can't wait till you have this baby. But a lot of people don't realize that a lot of those people vanish when you have that baby. You will never eat, drink, sleep, go to the bathroom, take a shower, anything in peace. Your kids will be there asking you for a bite, asking you for a drink. Hey mom, can I have this when you're going to the bathroom? Peeking in the shower. Can I come join you in the shower? You won't have no alone time as far as that goes. But let me tell you something. It's crazy because the men and the husbands, they don't do that stuff for them. They leave them alone. They don't go in there, oh, peeking in the shower. They don't ask them for their food. They don't ask them for their drinks. None of that stuff. They don't sneak their stuff. Oh, but I'm telling you right now, oh, they'll do that for you. So before you have kids, just keep in mind that you're not gonna eat again. Well, you're gonna eat, I mean, but you're not gonna eat in peace. You're not gonna drink in peace. You're not gonna go to the bathroom in peace. And you're not gonna shower in peace. So if you go to Chick-fil-A or something, you might as well eat that crap in your car. Or if you go in somewhere to the grocery store, you might as well go grab you a bite and eat and eat that drink in the car, because you will not have peace. I'm telling you. And see, that's the biggest thing for me is I breastfeed. I need to eat, but I'm ended up feeding myself, and then my kids want my fries, my son wants my this, he wants half my burger. So at the end of the day, I'm literally eating like nothing. Kids like to cry when you say yes, when you say no, when you look at them weird, when you even look at them, when you do anything. Kids just like to cry, honestly. Like, it's weird. Like, at this point, it's weird. Like, you can't win with kids. There's no winning. It's like, you tell them no, you can't put that in the socket. Yes, you can have that, but you look at them weird, or you took too long to say yes, so they're crying, or they're pouting or whining. So I'm letting you know now that kids, they do some crazy stuff. Another thing, people think it's just terrible twos. Yeah, no, no. It's more like terrible until they get 5, around where they can like speak for real and tell you their emotions and know how to kind of like act them out. Yeah, you could throw the terrible twos out the window. I don't know anybody's kid who after they turn 2 they're just like fantastic, because that's false. Some of you might be blessed enough to have, like, you know, kids that actually do that, and kudos to you, and that's seriously amazing. But the reality is that most of us, yeah, the terrible twos like last from like age like 1.5 to about 5, 6. And honestly, if you agree with that statement, please give this video a thumbs up if you agree with that statement. That is not just terrible 2s. It's literally terrible 3s, 4s, 5s. Some people older. Yeah, it's terrible. Kids are very good at remembering things. So don't sit there and promise them like, hey, we're gonna go to the beach tomorrow, if you're not gonna go to the beach tomorrow, because yeah, they remember that. Then they start crying like I told you about. And then they start saying, hey mom, remember that time you said we could go to the beach? Remember we didn't? Yeah, you lied. So they remember everything. And apparently my kids remember stuff from when they were 2. Don't know how that's possible, but from when they were 2. And it's weird. It's real weird. Because it makes it look like we're lying if we don't actually live up to our promises. So don't make your kids empty promises. That's all I'm gonna say. Especially parents who aren't active in their child's life. Don't sit there and promise them anything. Don't promise them anything unless you're literally going to do it, because they will remember that and they'll hold on to it for dear life, and they'll bring it up and then it'll annoy you, and then you'll make it turn it around and make it seem like it's the kid's fault for even remembering that. So if I were you, either promise and keep the promise or don't make them no promises and just say maybe we'll do this or maybe we'll see. Use your words choose your words wisely. Don't just say, I promise tomorrow we'll read a book. Because sometimes crap happens and you can't do that and you end up tired. Boom, they remember, and then they haunt you forever because you didn't read them a book. Another thing they don't tell you is you will feel love for them like you have no other. My love is a little bit different. I'm married, so I have 2 different types of love in my heart. One is, they're both unconditional, but I don't exactly know how to explain the different types of love, but I can just tell you that a mother's love and a father's love is literally unconditional. And people who do not love their children, I don't understand. I really don't understand it, because as soon as I have my kids or have had my kids, excuse the noise in the background, that's another thing. They don't respect anything that you do. So when you're making videos and you're like, hey guys, be quiet. Yeah, they don't care. They don't care. They don't care. No boundaries. But yes, the love that you have for your kids is seriously unconditional. It's like no other love, and it's literally the best feeling ever to have children. Here's the thing that a lot of people say to me, hey, you need rules, you know, you don't have any privacy. Yeah, you're gonna need to, maybe you need to set some boundaries and some rules. Kids don't care. I don't know why people sit there and say, yes, rules are amazing, do not get me wrong, and I'm very free-spirited, so a lot of my stuff is a little bit more lenient, like bedtimes and things like that. But as far as rules, you can set 5, you can set 1. Certain kids will follow them and certain won't. So like I said, it doesn't matter if you have 1 kid or 5 kids. Say goodbye to your privacy. Like right now, they just come and barge in my room whenever they feel like it. They know they can't do that, but their needs are more important than what I need, which is I need them to stay out of my room. But they can't respect that because they think that as soon as you're distracted, that you can't hear them, you can't see them, you don't know what they're doing, that They can come and creep in your room and, you know, you're just distracted, so it's cool. Yeah, no, you're not gonna have any more privacy. People judge you no matter what. That's probably one of the biggest things. People judge you no matter what. No matter if you have 1 kid, 5 kids, 2 kids, 10 kids. They're going to judge you no matter what. So please remember to just do you. Whatever makes you happy. If you want to have 6 kids and you can support them and you can feed them and whatnot, then you have 6 kids. You do that. If you want 1 kid, or you want a boy and a girl, or you just want 2, and you know, don't go bash people who have 5 kids. Don't go bash people who have 1 kid. Don't ask people, hey, when are you gonna have more babies? Hey, when are you gonna stop? It's none of your business. And it hurts a lot of us mothers' feelings when you ask, are you done yet? Are you gonna have more? Those certain questions. It's rude. It's rude, okay? When you tell your kids no, they apparently think that no means yes. And yes means yes. They apparently think that every word that comes out of your mouth is yes. Because there's been numerous times where I've told them no. You cannot play the game without doing your schoolwork. Okay, I go to the bathroom. This is weird. No kids are barging in. That's real creepy. No, you can't have my earrings. That's really weird. That's never happened before. Oh, okay, so let me go check on him. Oh yeah, sneaking on the game. So apparently, ow, baby, no, Poppy, no, that hurts. But yeah, so apparently,
she's shaking.
No, she's fine.
Okay.
So apparently, no means yes, and yes means yes. I'm going to do a part 2 in a couple days. So please make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up, like it, share it, subscribe to it to my channel. Dude, stop it. If I missed anything, drop in the comments if I missed anything, or if you don't agree or anything. I love debating. I love it. So please feel free to, if it's negative or anything, drop a comment, because I love debating. I live for it.